All right, so I don't know what happened to my phone because I just got out of a movie, and now my phone is now it's now making everything around me just like really green toned for some un just really weird reason. Hold on, just got a text here. 7 days. Oh yeah, that's right. I do have something pretty big coming up in 7 days, so that's actually a pretty good reminder for me. But you'll guys find out what happens in 7 days, and don't worry, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It's actually a really cool thing. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strung from QuickTime Reactions, and welcome back to Noobs for Horror October, where I, a relative noob to the world of horror, am going to take you down the winding, spooky, scary road that is the Halloween time, the spooky time, the festive time of being scared. And we're going to talk about some new and old horror movies throughout the month of October. Um, and this one is a doozy, folks, because I've heard about this movie for quite a while, but now I have officially seen it. I have seen it with my own eyes. I am talking about The Ring. This movie came out in the glorious time of 2002, back when VHSs were actually, very popular back then and not just like a collector's item nowadays. This movie stars Naomi Watts, Martin Henderson, David Dorfman, uh, Davine Chase, Amber Tamblyn, Rebecca Bella, so many other people in this, and it tells the story of a mother and her son. But one day there is a death that happens in the family, and it was caused by a VHS tape. And this VHS tape is very interesting because once you watch it, you have 7 days left to live. So when the mom watches the tape, and all of a sudden, all sorts of other people are watching the tape around it. Who's going to make it? Who is going to last the longest, essentially? And will we even make it past 7 days? That's the real question. So, this movie is very, very infamous, mainly because of the icon from this movie, which is Samara, Davine Chase's character, who was like the biggest thing back in the early 2000s because, excuse me, she was in, I believe, Spirited Away. She was in Lilo and Stitch. She was Samara in The Ring. And so she definitely she was definitely like the it child actor back then. Um, but yeah, she does an absolutely amazing job in this movie. Um, and the way that she portrays Samara is so unnerving and so unsettling, but she also has to portray that hint of, I don't want to call it sadness, but maybe just regret as well, because we do learn Samara's backstory, and that, her mom wanted to have a kid, but, the family was vehemently against it. So she went through all this um, psychological torture as well as, bit of physical torture because the mom, she pulls out the, um, what is it, like the monitoring pad that you like get put on you when you go to the ER. Um, but we also learn, and obviously this is big spoilers. I'm going to be spoiling this, over 20-year-old movie. If you have not seen this, then I highly recommend that you do. But um, the mom actually, well, she did not kill Samara, but she did suffocate her with a bag, let her fall down the well, and she survived for 7 days in that well before she inevitably passed away. Um, and so our main characters have to now go and try and figure out, how to stop this. Um, this was directed by, uh, I would say, legendary director Gore Verbinski, who's given us the Pirates, I think most of the Pirates films, as well as Rango, this movie as well. I'm trying to remember if he's done. Did he do Hugo? If I'm trying to remember correctly, he might have done Hugo, maybe. But I'm sure somebody will correct me down in the comments if he did or did not do Hugo. But very legendary, profound director. And the man who wrote the screenplay for this movie was Aaron Kruger, who I think got his start, or at least his like big mainstream break, with like Scream 3. And then of course he's gone on to write for films like Top Gun Maverick and F1 and a whole host of other movies. And he's been keeping himself pretty busy with writing movies. And I think he did a really good job of writing this one. And Gore Verbinski does a really good job, and he and the editor for this movie, I could not catch the editor's name, but they did a really good job of those, what I call quick frame scares, where you see an image for just like a brief second and it just goes away and you are left with a shiver in your body, and it's just like, whew, unsettling. It's unsettling to look at. The probably the most famous one out of all of those is like the one um, where they're at the funeral for their cousin, and the mom is like, "I saw her face," and then it cuts to like, just like mangled body in a closet, bottom part of the jaw, just like um, completely gone, and it's just like that quick, and it's very unnerving. It is very unnerving, to say the least. One of the biggest surprises for this movie was actually learning who composed the score for this movie. It was Hans Zimmer. Yeah, the guy that has done like a vast majority of Christopher Nolan films, and has gone on to do like legendary stuff for like Lion King, and you just like all these amazing movies. He did this movie, and then absolutely blew my mind reading that in the credits. I was like, holy moly, Hans Zimmer did the score for this? That is insane. And it's actually it's a really good score. Really gets, it is probably on his like simpler scores, but it is still, again, very unnerving, has a lot of tension to it, and it's really good. It's really, really good. Um, of course, this is not anything new. This is actually based off of a movie, and I think a book as well, from Japan, called Ringu, which, if you've not seen Ringu, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but it is very similar to The Ring, but I would also say very even scarier than The Ring, because that is just like J horror is a completely different level to what we have here in the States. So if you really want something like really, really scary and something to really freak you out, J horror is definitely the route to go. But I feel like this is a really good job of trying to capture that similar spirit to J horror, and I think it's done pretty well. Um, but yeah, this movie is absolutely classic. Um, it is. I find it absolutely hysterical that there's all this talk about VHSs when, like I said in my intro, like VHSs are basically like collector's items now. Whereas, back in 2002, oh, they're so revolutionary. Like, maybe not revolutionary, but like, they're just like commonplace back in 2002. I remember owning VHSs. Like, they don't feel like ancient media to me. They don't feel like ancient media to me. They just feel like, oh, that's something from my childhood, like VHSs. Yeah. I also remember cassette tapes for the car. Like, we didn't have CDs. We sometimes had cassette tapes. So, like, just seeing that the old tech just like made me smile on the inside and the outside as well. Um, but yeah, that is my review of The Ring. It's absolutely classic. Awesome performances, awesome direction, really good writing, really good score. I don't know why the movie had to be green all the time, and it's affected my phone. Uh, so yeah, I don't know why it had to be green, but you know that's what gives it its charm, all these years later. It's like, oh yeah, it's green. It's like, oh yeah, you remember The Ring? Oh yeah, that green movie. Well, also the movie with the scary kid who comes out of a TV. But yeah, that movie that was green. So yeah, there's that as well. But yeah, I absolutely love The Ring. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of The Ring and what are your memories of watching this for the first time. I would love to hear all those stories. But yeah, that is pretty much it for me, guys. Be safe out there. And if somebody ever tells you to watch a VHS tape, there are two questions that should be going through your mind. One, what is on that tape? And two, why are they still using VHSs now? Like, why didn't they give you like a thumb drive or just send it to you over an email? Like, they could not do this. Well, they could do it now. You just have to find like a different way of passing around the video. So that would be something that you could potentially do. And I will catch you guys next time.